maybe not linger all too much, but that first initial chill might be fun. Here's a look at temperatures today. Drastic cool down as soon as tomorrow. I'm thinking maybe 10-degree temperature tumble over the next 24 hours or so. So here's a look at your temperatures. Again, remember, today 68, 69, tomorrow upper 50s. There's your seasonal 30-year average. Saturday, we cool down even more. Sunday, we bottom out at 56, and then we'll start to rebound as we head into next week. So showers, cooler, snow in the mountains, maybe a little breezy and gusty at times, especially around that Fraser River Valley, specifically closer to Whatcom County and those areas closer to the international border in the northwest interior, and maybe coastal spots as well, because that's where the storm is originating. So it's going to slide down along that Fraser River gap. I think we are going to be experiencing that cool down from that northeasterly wind. These are your temperatures currently out the door right now. We're still super mild at 60 degrees. Not for long, though. Cloud cover, not bad out there. No rainfall yet, and the cold air is still trapped up to the north, so it's slowly working its way into our territory. It'll be here by the time we head into tomorrow. In fact, we talked about this about 10 minutes ago, how east slopes of the northern Cascades, places around Spokane, they're going to get hit. They're going to get hit pretty hard. 6 to 12 inches. You kidding me? At the end of September, not even getting into October yet. You look at the date when it's issued. That'll be Friday night into your Sunday morning. So all day Saturday, that's when eastern Washington's really going to get hit. For us, that snowfall, or I should say, the rainfall should start to work its way in as soon as tomorrow. So that's the snow elevation over the next several days. Tops out at 5,000 feet next week. That's about it. We're not going to get anything in the valleys, or I should say in the lower elevation areas, but we'll keep it confined up to the mountains. So if you want to take a drive and enjoy it, just be careful, okay? It does look like we could maybe see a couple of inches up and over the Cascade Crest. There will be pockets like near Leavenworth and some of the higher terrain mountain areas that can maybe pick up that half-a-foot mark, maybe the foot mark, or even surpassing that. So that'll be the tippy tops of the mountains. Meanwhile, the passes will get at least a little bit of something. So, okay, what about Puget Sound? Well, I got a mix of sun, some clouds, some showers throughout the day tomorrow. Notice temperatures. We see those temperatures only climbing into the mid to upper 50s by the time we head into the afternoon. We could maybe even start to experience a little bit of convergent zone showers tonight, but the rain, that'll start to work its way in throughout the day tomorrow into tomorrow night. I'm going to focus more on that on this model. I'll be back in just about 5 or 10 minutes or so. In the meantime, here's your 7-day forecast. As you can see, we drop to the 50s and we pretty much stay parked there until next week.